Donald Trump and House Speaker Mike Hasno Johnson are in a panic this morning as Democrats have just unveiled a new cutting strategy that will do more than just flip the House this fall. It will cause widespread chaos for the Republican Party at all levels of government. If you're tired of the lies, if you're exhausted by the chaos, take heed. Happy days are here again, folks. All the details next on The David Reddish Show. Welcome to the show, beautiful Occupy Democrats viewers. I'm David Reddish. And before we begin, please subscribe to our new channel now. We are more than halfway to our goal of 500,000 subscribers, and I have some bubbly chilling in the fridge for when we get there. I have something special planned too, so help us get there, and to keep you up to date on it all, hit the subscribe button. Now, back to Trump and his Johnson, or lack thereof. Tomorrow, Trump gives his State of the Union address, which I can only assume will be an exercise in dementia and rambling. I feel bad for anyone who has to attend. More important for Trump, though, he needs this moment to try and salvage some momentum for his policies. Take a look at how the American people feel at the moment, and a warning, it's Harry Enton. Put on your groin cups.
Look at all the 21st century presidents on your screen right here. About at this point in the second term going into the State of the Union. Trump at minus 27 points. Obama was at minus 15 points. George W. Bush was at minus 11 points. You don't have to be a mathematical genius to know that minus 27 points is considerably lower than minus 15 or minus 11. So Trump isn't just weaker than he's ever been going into a State of the Union address. He is weaker than any other president this century going into a State of the Union address.
So, Trump is officially hurting worse than George W. Bush, who, because of his failures, managed to hand the Democrats both chambers of Congress in 2006 against all odds. And if that fills you with confidence, stay tuned. It gets better. But wait, you ask, what about the redistricting? Yeah, have a look at how that is going.
The Utah State Legislature's request for a stay has been rejected tonight. The Supreme Court ruled unanimously, and what that means, at least for the moment, is that the new congressional map will stay in place.
The majority of Utahns who voted for Prop 4 in 2018, we have collectively been a cross-partisan voice of principled civic actors saying no to gerrymandering over and over and over and over again.
Emma Petty Adams is with Mormon Women for Ethical Government, one of the plaintiffs in the lawsuit against the legislature over independent redistricting. She says this ruling grows their confidence that they'll have a fair map for voters come November.
For the record, a federal appeals court also upheld that decision today, meaning Democrats will likely pick up congressional seats in Utah this fall. And remember, it was Trump who started this redistricting stupidity, which now has its jaws firmly implanted on his elephant-looking behind. And yet, that's not even the worst news for Trump and Mike Hasno Johnson, or the best news for Democrats. Are you ready for this? New data and a new announcement from Democratic House Leader Hakeem Jeffries should have Trump raging and Johnson hiding, possibly in a closet. Look, check this out. This morning, the Daily Beast reports that the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee has unveiled the first dozen candidates in its Red to Blue program, a high-stakes effort to flip Republican-held districts ahead of the 2026 midterms. And all of them are in deep red districts in such states as Iowa, Tennessee, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. To offer some more context, many of these districts delivered double-digit victories for Trump in 2024, and the median district voted for the president by 8.5 points. But thanks to Trump's collapsing approval and Republican inaction, Democrats are taking the fight to Republicans at home. Hakeem Jeffries said, quote, "The battlefield was just expanded in terms of the seats that are in play from 39 to 44. We only need to net 3, close quote." This announcement also comes as Democrats have outperformed Trump's 2024 benchmarks by 10 to 14 points in special legislative elections nationwide. That's a massive flip, widely attributed to Trump's unpopularity and failures. But there's another story here, too. In addition to targeting specific red districts for the Democrats to flip, the general trends of the country, Trump's unpopularity, the Epstein files, ICE killings, and tariffs, automatically placed Republican candidates in danger, meaning momentum is on the side of Democrats anyway. This could be a blowout election that sees Dems pick up even more seats than Jeffrey's conservative prediction, and they could flip the Senate. Every time a Democrat wins, there is an opportunity not just for action in the Congress, but to make the district itself more favorable to Democrats in the future as well. This is where individual candidates come in, as do their messages on issues important to voters like affordability. Democrats would almost certainly do all that they can to block Trump's tariffs, order investigations into Epstein, push to defund ICE and restore healthcare subsidies, and force ICE agents to show ID, and they would almost certainly impeach Trump for everything from violating the Emoluments Clause to his demolition of federal buildings without authorization to his firing of Justice Department employees. And other figures, like Pam Bondi, Moon-faced Kristi Noem, and Drinky Pete Hegseth, would also likely face impeachment proceedings. This is an opportunity for Democrats to retake power and to remind the world what values Americans really hold dear. This is our moment. It's time to cleanse the presidency of syphilis once and for all. I'm David Reddish.